rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, but it's going to be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Connection made with Shador.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
45-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mayfield. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number 8.
Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kicker.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back. 40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike. Hurry. Mike, 40 seconds. Let's go. 4 seconds to Mike. 4 seconds.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards. I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
These two teams all tied after one. Opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
To Nick Chubb.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they just...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll go play action here with Minshew. This is Chenault on the receiving end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Complete to Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Here's Minshew. Flushed out right. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now the late signee, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8 yards to go on second down. A toss play to Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
At the 46-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Mayfield to throw it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
the 35-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It'll be Minshew again. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Larry Ogunjobi getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Snags it for the pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jaguar. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Back to it after the pick-6. Mayfield dancing to his left. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Handoff comes to Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Hey, exit. Mike 37. Bandit. Bandit. Here we go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Check pass. Check pass. Go. 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go. Let's bring it. Hey, Alpha. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's now.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Minshew.
They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys.
Get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock
Effectively as well.
And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, here's Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
37-yard line.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 19.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little hit to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Browns 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
Let's see what they do here in this last sequence. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So this will be a win.